a shopping tips video for you guys, and I thought this would be a fun video to do because first of all, I love videos where people share different tips with other people because I think they're very, very helpful, and I haven't seen one like this before in my subscription box, so I decided to do it for you, and I hope you find it helpful for when you go shopping. First of all, I just want to say that I'm running for King/Queen of the Web, and I'd really appreciate your support. I'm donating 50% of my earnings or my prize to water.org, and in order to get like a cash prize you need to be in the top 10, so hopefully you guys can help me out and vote in the down bar. I will put the link, and you can vote up to 10 times a day, so really would appreciate your support. And also, just a little warning, I'm not wearing makeup right now because it's Sunday and I'm not really going out today besides like mass in the morning, but I'm not going out, so I was like, why would I put on all this makeup just to film videos? So hope you don't mind. Alright, enough of me blabbing. Now I'm going to get into the tips, and I have 15 of them. So I guess I'll just start. The first tip for shopping is, if possible, get to the mall earlier rather than later, because if you go earlier when the mall opens, like around 10 or 11, whenever your mall opens, then the lines will be a lot shorter, there won't be as many people walking around, you will also find a better parking, and it'll just be all around easier, plus you'll get in and out faster, so it'll just be a quicker trip that way. Number 2, if possible, leave your coat in the car. For me, this is like mandatory. I do this every time I go to the mall. I just leave my coat in the car because I always get really hot when I'm shopping, like temperature wise, and I find that I take my coat off anyway, and then it's like one more thing you're lugging around, which is just a hassle. So just leave it in the car unless it's like freezing and you have a long walk from your parking spot to the mall, then don't leave it in your car in that case, but usually I could just leave it in the car and I'll be fine. Number 3, wear slip-on shoes if you can, basically any shoes without ties. Although shoes like sneakers with ties or Converse would be, I guess, easier when you're walking around, maybe on your feet they'd be easier, a little bit more comfortable is what I mean, but when you're trying stuff on, having to untie your shoes and then having to tie them again is a real hassle, and it takes up a lot of time. Well, not a lot of time, but you know what I mean. When you're in that shopping zone, you don't want to have to be like tying your shoes and everything. And also, I find that I get like so hot in dressing rooms, and to lean down and have to lace my shoes back up is just really annoying to me. So I always wear slip-on shoes because they're very comfortable and they're easy to walk around in. Number 4, print out coupons online before you go. And I think this is so helpful, and also just bring any coupons that you have. Like if you get Victoria's Secret catalogs or something, just bring all those coupons. And basically, before I go shopping, anytime I go to a big mall, I go online and I'll link the website in the down bar, the one that I use a lot, and I just print out any coupons of stores that I might be going to that day, and it really helps with like getting discounts and stuff like that. And also, if you are bringing a bag, make sure you're putting all of your coupons in one compartment of the bag, so you're not like scrounging around for the coupons at checkout. They'll all just be there and it'll be really easy to access. And that's kind of the same as your receipts. So number 6, once you get a receipt from the cashier after you bought something, put it into one compartment of either your wallet or your bag, so if you do need to return something that you bought that day, you know where your receipts are, and it'll be really easy when you have to go back. Number 7, hold items if need be. So say for instance you go into the mall with something in mind that you want to get, like a dress for a homecoming, and you find a dress, you like it, maybe the price isn't exactly right, do want to browse around and see if there's any other pieces that you would like in different stores. Just ask the cashier to hold it, or anyone who works there, because they'll do it for you, and it's really nice because then you don't have to worry about someone else buying it, and you don't have to worry about returning it if you find something else later that day that you like. And I think this is pretty self-explanatory, but sometimes people just don't realize that they can hold stuff, and I think it's a lot easier when you do. Number 8, give the cashier your email address so that you can get coupons and newsletters. In my last video, people were asking me, oh my gosh, how did you get, such a good discount or something? And it's all because I give people my email addresses, and then I get coupons through email and through the mail too. If the store ends up sending you too many emails and it's clogging up your inbox, then you can just unsubscribe from the newsletters and you won't have to worry about that anymore. Number 9, wear shoes that are easy to get off and on for when you're trying on clothes. Particularly like maybe button-up shirts or something like that. If you have to keep pulling a sweater over your head every time, your hair's gonna get all staticky, you'll probably be like sweating. So just wear comfortable stuff, just like sweatpants and a button-up shirt, or just like a t-shirt, something like that. Number 10, I personally think this is the most important tip, and I always remind myself to do this, because if not, it just gets crazy. My shopping trip just gets insane. So what you're gonna do, it really helps me so much, is when you're leaving for the mall, only bring the amount of money that you're willing to spend. Now I know this isn't exactly great for people who have debit or credit cards because you can just use your cards if you want to buy something, but for all of those who don't, it really helps, because if you're bringing $50 to the mall, you go to the mall and you spend all $50, you're not going to be disappointed that you spent all the money you brought because you kind of rationed off the amount of money you were willing to spend and you only brought that to the mall. You're not overspending, you're not wasting your money, and you're spending it a lot more frugally, so I think that's really a great tip. Number 11, another good tip to save some money if you can, start in the clearance section of a store. So first when you walk in, just go straight to the back. They'll have like racks of clearance stuff most of the times. Look around there for things that you need or things that you wanted to get, because sometimes you can find really great deals in the clearance section, and there's no need to be looking in the front of the store for something if you can just find it for $20 cheaper in the clearance section. Number 12, park near the store you plan to end your shopping trip at. That way, when you are leaving with all your bags, you can just have a really short walk to your car and you don't have to worry about walking through all of the mall and everything. So just park where you're planning to end up. Now it's kind of annoying because you have to walk through all of the mall to get to where you want to start, but it'll be hassle-free at the end when you have all your bags and you can just walk really quickly to your car. 14 is really obvious, but it's better to be safe than sorry. So this one is just to watch when you are using your credit or debit cards, especially debit cards because you have the PIN number. So just watch out for that. In credit cards, just make sure you're like blocking your stuff. If there's a long line of people and they're kind of looking over your shoulder, not necessarily that they want to steal your identity and, you know, use your credit card number and everything, but you can never be too safe. So just watch out for that when you're buying stuff with your debit or credit cards. And 15, the last tip, is in canvas bags to the mall with you. So that way you don't have to use plastic bags in every store that you go. You can just say, oh, I have a bag here, and they'll just put all the stuff in that bag. It's a great way to stay green, and also I find that plastic bags, the straps, really hurt your arm. They like weigh your arm down. So if you get a canvas bag, then you can just wear it on your shoulder, and it'll be easier when you're walking around the mall because you won't have a million bags weighing you down. So those are my tips, and I hope you enjoyed them. I hope they help a lot. Because I know that shopping is quite a hassle, and I find it really annoying sometimes to go and shop. Sometimes I just don't feel like going because there's so many people and there's so many things that you just want to avoid when you go shopping. So I hope these tips were helpful for you. Check the down bar for that coupon site and also for King of the Web so you can go vote. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!